Imagine standing on a cold, grey dock in Rotterdam, 1683. The wind cuts through your clothes. You clutch everything you own, a threadbare sack, a few coins, a letter you can't even read, but hope holds your future. Behind you, the only world you've ever known. Ahead of you, the Atlantic, endless, unpredictable, merciless. You've bet your life on a fragile timber ship called the Concord, barely 90 feet long, built for cargo, not for hope. Yet aboard climb 150 souls, men, women, children, chasing one word, whispered like a prayer: freedom. Most will see nothing but grey waves for 3 months. Some will never see land again. This isn't a story of heroes in shiny buckles or grand beginnings. It's a story of hunger, of sickness, of storms, of the terrible price paid by ordinary people who dared to dream before America even existed. Rotterdam's harbour stinks of tar, fish, sweat, and desperation. Ropes groan, gulls circle overhead, shouts echo off the mist. You take your first step onto the Concord and realize it isn't ready for people. It never was. Your bed is a plank. Your ceiling so low you can't stand. Your world is 50 square inches of flickering candlelight and the sound of coughing in the dark. The crew doesn't meet your eyes. The captain doesn't greet you. He counts you, like cargo. Then comes the smell: damp wool, rot, and something sweet that no one wants to name: disease. Privacy is gone. You sleep pressed against strangers, breathing the same sour air. Meals are peas in brine, pork like rock, water thick with salt. When storms come, the fire goes out. You gnaw cold biscuits in the dark. The Concord was built for 80. They packed in nearly 160. Because even in misery, there is profit. 2 days past the harbour mouth, the calm betrays you. The horizon disappears, the world tilts. Then comes the storm. A wall of water slams into the ship and doesn't stop. Seasickness spreads like a curse. Every bucket, every inch of floor becomes a battlefield. The captain orders the hatches sealed. Below deck, you sit in total darkness for a day and a half. Children wail, timber screams. Somewhere above, the mast groans like it might break in two. You hold someone's hand you can't even see, praying the wood beneath you holds. When the light finally returns, it feels like waking from death. But something inside breaks and stays broken. 1 in 10 will never finish this voyage. Not because of storms, but because of what hides below decks. No one knows what disease is or how it spreads. The same water you drink carries the sickness that kills your children. Mothers hold them tight until the bodies go cold. Up on deck, prayers are whispered. Then a small bundle is thrown into the sea. No graves, no markers, just the sound of a splash swallowed by the Atlantic. You'd think suffering would unite people. It doesn't. The rich sleep near windows, the poor sleep by the bilge, and the captain's law is final: obedience or punishment. Crewmen hoard scraps, passengers bribe them with coins, rings, promises whispered through cracked lips. And for women traveling alone, safety means silence. The logs don't say much, but what they don't say speaks louder still. And yet, somehow life insists. Mennonites whisper hymns over the sick, children laugh in the dark, turning barrels into castles. 2 couples marry mid-Atlantic, proof that even here, love can exist. Hope spreads faster than death, and in its light people remember who they are. After 40 days, the storms relent. Birds appear, gulls, then a single swallow. The air changes, it smells alive again. Someone says they can smell America. A whisper turns to belief: land, freedom, a new beginning. But freedom isn't free. By the time land appears, food is gone. The captain cuts rations again. People trade everything: a buckle for bread, a wedding ring for water. And when the Concord finally reaches land, after 75 days at sea, weak cheers rise from those still standing. They see the coast of Pennsylvania like a promise kept. But there's one final trap waiting: indenture. Most who step ashore owe more than they own. The cost of passage must be paid with years of labor, 5, sometimes 7. Freedom, it turns out, begins with servitude. Still, they kneel on solid earth, kiss the ground, and give thanks. Because for the first time, the horizon is theirs. The passengers of the Concord became the first wave of German settlers in America, the founders of Germantown, Pennsylvania. Their struggle, forgotten by most, was among the earliest seeds of what would become the American idea, that freedom is worth crossing an ocean for, even if you never make it to shore. They didn't come for riches or glory, they came for the right to live by their conscience. And from their suffering, a nation began to take root.